Good afternoon, Weather Watchers. It is your host, Jonah Shick, here with your Monday afternoon forecast for April 28th. Let's get into it. Currently, it is 76 degrees and sunny. Absolutely lovely out with humidity at 27% and winds coming out of the southwest at 3 miles per hour. Headlines for the week: it is warm and sunny today, and that weather will continue throughout much of the week. And there is a fire threat, considerable fire threat, just due to that humidity and light winds in the air, and a hopeful rain chance on Friday into Saturday. Currently, temperatures are a smorgasbord of 70s. Add about 4 to 5 degrees to this, as this is a little outdated, but currently you can see those 70s throughout the state and the 60s there at along the coast, just due to that coastal water still being quite cold. As we're looking at the northern tier, we do have that 70 in Lafayette. It does say 72 in New Brunswick, but again, this is slightly outdated, so just raise those temperatures by around 4 degrees for each part to get your actual temperature. Drought monitor for New Jersey. As you can see, we are still not in a drought for New Brunswick, but the northern and southern tier, the drought has worsened, and especially for western PA, that drought has been spreading and spreading greatly throughout the northeast as well, which is something to watch and monitor, especially with that fire weather. Here you can see those winds do pick up to around 20 miles per hour, which is going to be continuing to fuel those fires. There's really not much moisture in the air either, so any bit of wind is just not going to help. And those wind as well is going to be blowing a lot of pollen in the air, which is something I've been dealing with. I've been waking up absolutely sneezing and coughing just to do that. Very high tree pollen and grass pollen being at moderate for today. And as we continue forward, you can just see that high pressure right off the coast there of the Delaware Peninsula, really keeping things dry throughout the week. There is a low that will be moving across the country and eventually pushing its way into New Jersey, bringing temperatures down into the low 70s on Wednesday into Thursday, which is nice, but it's not a major cold front. Currently, right now, the Midwest is going to be dealing with a large severe weather threat due to this. But as this front moves over, most of the moisture misses us or just dissipates. There's maybe a chance of a shower on Tuesday night, but I am very doubtful of that. Here we can see on Wednesday that cold front just starts to stall out over the state, and that's going to make temperatures on Thursday go down to around 71. But on Friday, right after this blows out, a warm front pushes through, rising temperatures into more June-like feel. Especially humidity will be rising as well, associated with this warm front, and for some potential thunderstorms, hopefully Friday night. As we continue onto the humidity map, we do have dry conditions. Look at that, 21% in Egg Harbor. I just love that name, Little Egg Harbor. That is wonderful. 19% in Tom's River. So very dry even along the coast there, with really the highs we're seeing there is that 36% down in the southern county. Continuing forward, we are seeing, I just wanted to show this futurecast just to have the precipitation be very visible for you to see how, as we go into New Jersey, all that precipitation just either misses us or just absolutely gets obliterated to that high pressure just sitting off the coast right there where I'm pointing. So that is definitely going to be affecting our weather pattern for the week. And speaking of weather pattern for the week, we do have these dry conditions, which is promoting the two fires that started around a week ago. These two major fires, the Jones Road Fire and the California Branch Fire. More prominently focused is the Jones Road Fire, which has currently burned 15,300 acres and is 65% contained as of Sunday afternoon. The photos are on-the-ground photos we do have of the fire, and this is of satellite imagery from NASA looking at certain light waves that are able to pierce through that smoke, so we can really see that burn scar just north of Atlantic City here. I mean, it's quite a significant scar we're looking at, and the fire is still expanding, and that dry weather is just not going to help. So hopefully throughout the week we will see a turn in conditions. Looking at tonight throughout the state, as you can see, most temperatures 53 there in Philadelphia, mostly just due to that heat island effect, and a 52 there along the coast, a 45 up in Sussex just due to that mountain weather. And speaking of Sussex, I do suspect that on Friday they will have some severe thunderstorms compared to what New Brunswick will get, which will probably be light just because of the way the system's coming in. We might just be missed out from that rain, unfortunately. Looking at the 7-day forecast, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 79, 78, 78. Just lovely weather, but Tuesday night it will be warm with that 65 going into Wednesday. So Tuesday night, it'll definitely feel warm. Still pretty dry though moving into Wednesday, and Wednesday that cooler weather comes in and we do have temperatures dropping into the lower 70s, but that cold front really is not that strong and gets blown out quite quickly by this warmer temperatures, which do bring mostly cloudy conditions Friday and into Friday night. There is some chance of rain, possible thunderstorms, and maybe some lingering showers into Saturday. Temperatures do stay pretty cold Saturday to Sunday. Not pretty cold, but 70, 69. So quite nice, actually. Really looking at some lovely weather here. Minus maybe Friday, it might be getting a little warm there, but still really looking lovely. Again, it has been your host and weather watcher Jonah Shick here for this dry, unfortunate fire weather forecast, and thank you for tuning in.